Guys, you might have to strap in for this one because Jordan Brand actually changed something on this pair of Jordan 1. So let's get into it and find out what's different. We have the box, and I guess for starters, this is the first thing that's different, not one of the things that Jordan Brand has changed about this pair of Jordans. It's a special Jordan 1 box, which we have increasingly seen. It's almost like every single Jordan 1 that comes out now has a special box. I mean, it might be a bit of a stretch to call this a special box. They literally just changed the color of the Nike branding, which is this green color. That's about it. So let's pop the top and let me show you guys today's pair of ones. It's the Jordan 1 Lucky Green. Real quick, you do get an extra pair of laces in the box. As you can see, I've already utilized them. So the pair that comes laced is this green color, which I thought was a little bit loud, and I also just wanted to do something a little bit different, so I swapped it out for the included black laces. I mean, the black laces definitely dull things down a bit, so if you want something a little bit more subtle, definitely go with the black. But if you want your shoes to pop a little bit more, the green is also there and available. But here we have them, guys. The Jordan 1 Lucky Green, and this is really like the big Jordan 1 release for this month. We've also got the Skylines right around the corner, but I think most people are going to be choosing this one over that pair. Now, there's quite a few interesting things about this pair of sneakers. One which I do really appreciate, and one which I actually think is absolutely ridiculous. But before we get into all of that, let me give you guys the release dates for this pair of shoes because it is right around the corner. April 15th, these are going to be dropping. They're loaded up right now on the Nike SNKRS app. I'm sure there's a bunch of raffles that should start popping up, and there is also the potential for exclusive access, which should be going out on Nike sneakers. It's not guaranteed, but that very well might happen. So if you are really after this pair of sneakers, it's definitely worth keeping your eye out. And of course, these retail for $180 out in the US or £165 if you're here in the UK. Okay, so usually Jordan Brand makes Jordan 1s inspired by things Michael Jordan likes. You know, his old teams, his fraternity, bubble gum, and even dunking at sunset. This time, they decided to go the opposite direction because this pair of ones is inspired by one of Michael Jordan's biggest rivals, the Boston Celtics. Nike actually refers to the game back in 1986 where Michael Jordan scored 63 points against the Boston Celtics. Now, I will say they do leave out the part where the Bulls actually lost that game. Either way, this isn't the first time that we've had this colorway, because of course back in 2009 the DMP pack released, which of course had the Bread Jordan 1s and then the Boston Celtic Jordan 1s. However, as you know, that Boston Celtics colorway in that DMP pack had the Jumpman logo on the tongue and then also around the back of the sneaker. This really is the first time ever that we've had this colorway on a current Jordan 1 model. Today's video is sponsored by Rakuten, and trust me guys, this one is a banger, so you're gonna want to hear me out. Rakuten is the biggest cashback site which partners with the biggest brands like Footlocker, Adidas, Nike, the list goes on. And using Rakuten, every time you shop, you get cashback on your purchase. You want to grab some gear from Nike? Well, blam, you get 8% cashback sent straight to your PayPal account. This could literally save you thousands over time. It's super simple, just make an account, go to the Rakuten website, click on the store that you want to shop from, and just shop normally. That's it. It's a no-brainer, and usually stores raise their cashback around the holiday season, which would come in clutch for gifting. And we all know prices of everything has been increasing, so it's essential to get more for your hard-earned cash. They've also got a bunch of promo codes and coupons, all to save you money. Something even better though, with my partnership with Rakuten, everyone that signs up using the link in my description and makes a qualifying purchase gets $30. And that $30 is sent straight to your account. Again, super simple, use the link in my description, make a purchase through one of their partners like Nike or whatever, take advantage of that deal, and again, $30 straight to your account. So go sign up now. Everything is in the description below, so go check that out. Thank you guys for using my links when I have them. It helps the channel out massively, and thank you Rakuten for sponsoring today's video, but let's get back to it. Okay, so what did Jordan Brand change about this pair of shoes? Well, a couple things. So on the Nike SNKRS app, on the listing of this pair of shoes, Nike said, and I quote, "We think you'll like the little changes we've made to the Nike Air label on the tongue and the super clean heel leather." When I read that, I was like, oh damn, let me find out what they have changed. And I kid you not, I was staring at this label on the tongue of this shoe for like 5 minutes and like comparing it to other Jordan 1 models before I actually realized what they changed. I finally realized what they had changed about this Nike Air logo, and it's the registered trademark logo. They removed one of them. That's it. Like, not even both of the registered trademark logos are gone. They literally just removed one. Honestly, I'm a bit surprised they even mentioned it. Hey, unless I'm completely downplaying the significance of them removing this trademark logo, you can let me know down in the comment section. On the other hand, the second change that they made to this pair of shoes is actually one I'm a big fan of, and that is this super clean, I think they call it, this heel leather that they've added to the back of the shoe. Like, you could definitely tell just taking a side-on look at the cuts of leather that they've used, and it is visibly thicker than most standard Jordans. And it definitely feels nice in hand, and it's not just this heel area, it's actually up around the ankle area as well. Just basically, all of this green leather feels a lot more premium than the rest of the sneaker. You can also see it has all of those tumbling marks where it has all of those like creases and stuff, which I think just make it look a little bit more premium. Now, unfortunately, they didn't continue this super clean leather on the rest of the sneaker because the rest of it is just pretty standard, to be honest. All of the white leather panels that you find on here, the toe box, the medial and lateral sides, that all feels probably the worst out of the bunch. And then, of course, the black overlay panels that you find around the mudguard, the eye stays, that all feels probably the second best out of all of it. Like, we're literally making tier lists of these leather panels. For the most part, though, the rest of this pair of shoes is going to feel pretty standard to a regular Jordan 1. It's definitely not my favorite feeling leather that they've ever added, but it's not the worst, I guess. The colorway in general is super nice. I mean, the majority of it is pretty much just black and white, and then moving around towards the back of the sneaker, you get that green, which is very vibrant and really pops. It definitely does seem like we're getting a lot of green Jordans recently, like we had the SB4s. We got the Lucky Green 3s today. The Travis Scott lows are kind of green olive. It's in the same family. And then obviously this pair. So yeah, there's plenty of options when it comes to green Jordan. I definitely think that these are going to sell out when they release. I just don't think they're going to be reselling for anything crazy. I'd imagine these would end up being a little bit more similar to the Taxi Jordan ones. Like, obviously they sold out, but it's not like you're going to break the bank if you do decide to pick up a pair on the aftermarket. But just like the Taxis, this is a very solid colorway. Like, a few years ago, these would have sold out and resold for quite a bit of money. And nowadays, there's a bunch of solid options when it comes to the Jordan 1. A lot of them are actually sitting on shelves or resell for like a fraction above retail. When it comes to deciding on pulling the trigger on this pair of ones, just note that this is not the only clean pair of Jordan 1s that exist. There's plenty of options now here in 2023. Unless you have one of those color gradient sneaker shelves at home where you have like every colorway of the Jordan 1, and yeah, you probably need to pick these things up. Either way, guys, I think these are solid. I think they look dope on foot. Let me know what you think of the Jordan 1 Lucky Green down in the comment section. And hey, if you guys are interested in some spring summer sneaker recommendations, my top 10 is right there.